I think the Tigers front office may be missing.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't do a single thing besides getting a 41-year-old pitcher who is performing terribly at the deadline. And they needed hitting and relief pitching. And they didn't address literally anything that had them in their crazy losing streak. That was one of the worst in baseball history for the way they were basically out everythinged.
Yeah, 1-12 stretch, not too promising, especially when they had the best record in all of baseball for a while there. And I mean, the last few games they kind of snapped out of it because we were talking last week. It wasn't quite time to panic because they were still in first place, but when you lose 12 games, I mean, if it wasn't for that one win, they would have lost 12 in a row. It was just terrible.
13.
Well, 13 either way. Still, it was horrible. But they won, I believe, 4 out of their last 5, so that's a step in the right direction. But, yeah, I'm disappointed, too. They should have I thought, why not make some major trades, get a bat or get a really good pitcher. Yep, I agree. And then tonight we're recording on Sunday night. They were up 7-0, I believe, and they almost lost that game. What was the final? 7-6?
7-5.
7-5. So they pulled it out, but it could have been another dramatic loss. But luckily they won, and we had the best pitcher in baseball on the mound. I believe it's with Skubal on the mound, and he was on the mound. What was it last week? Yeah, I think last week when he was on they lost, right?
I can't remember.
Or they give up I can't remember. Okay. All right. Well, we're disappointed with the Tigers, folks. I guess we'll leave it at that. But yeah, they.
I don't really have the energy to go and research.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't really care right now.
He seems sad, but at least they're.
I'm just annoyed. There was like no reason to. I mean, all of the trades they were trading like nothing. It was people just getting their pieces, and the Tigers didn't do anything.
They were the first team in baseball, I believe, to 60 wins with the team they've got. So it says something. But I hear you. I'm disappointed too, but at least Tigers are still in first place for their division. So
it's because their division sucks.
That is true. Yeah, the White Sox are in that division, and they actually marked improvement from last year. They've already matched their season win of last year all season long. They won 41 games, and they finished 41 and 121, which is a major league record. And then right now they're
sucking.
Well, true, but if you're gonna be bad, you might as well be historically bad.
True.
But now they're 41 and 69, which is still a horribly,
second worst record in baseball.
But any win here on out, they're going to improve over last year. So let's say they win one game the rest of the season, they still did better than last year.
They're not a high water mark instead of the actual worst.
No, I agree. It's not a high water mark, but hell, at least.
God, Colorado is so bad. They have a negative 273 run differential.
Wow.
They're 30 and 80.
Well,
they're going to lose 110 games this year. They were on pace to break the record again, back-to-back years with over 120 losses.
Okay. Yeah,
But I mean, they had a crazy stretch. They beat the Yankees 2 out of 3 times, which I mean, the Yankees suck.
I don't remember. I'm sure it's happened, but I don't. And again, I didn't look it up because we're just talking about it. But I don't remember there being too many seasons where there's a team that did that horrible. Like last year with 121 losses, and then this year another team might make it to over 100 losses. I don't remember that. Again, sure it's happened. I just don't remember it happening.
Yeah.
And we could look it up, but this is the cold open, so there's no sense of beating a dead horse with the Tigers here. We'll leave it at that for now. And let's
See.
start the show. Welcome, sports fans, to Everything Sports with Bill and Will. And we're excited to be here with you this week. But we are starting on kind of a somber note here. After last week, we had talked about 5 celebrities that died within a week period. Now we've got Ryne Sandberg, who recently passed away. He was diagnosed with cancer in August of 2024. And he got the all clear, and apparently it came back with a vengeance. And unfortunately, we lost him actually just this past Monday on July 28th.
29th.
I got the 28th. You got 29th?
Yeah, it's Baseball Reference. I
Oh.
trust them.
Well, screw you, Google. You were wrong. Unless I just wrote it down wrong, which very well could be the case. Known affectionately as Rhino, he played 16 seasons. And I didn't even know this until we did our research. He started his very first year in 1981 with the Phillies. Didn't have a huge...
Played 13 games.
Yeah,
Had,
he wasn't there long.
6 plate appearances.
Thank you.
I
think he's 1 for...
1 for 6.
Yeah.
He had 2 runs, though, so he was a pinch hitter.
Okay.
He had 1 total base.
What I know him for, and what most folks know him for, obviously, is his run with the Cubs. And he played with the Cubs from 82 to 94 with the Cubs, retired in 1995. Then the guy comes back, plays 2 more seasons, and breaks the home run record for second baseman at the time. When he retired, it was 277 home runs. And yes, before the internet hounds, beat us to death, he finished his career with 288, but it was 277 I believe was the record at the time for home runs as a second baseman. But he finished his career with a solid 2,386 hits, 285 batting average, 282 home runs, 1,061 RBIs, and he even managed for the Phillies, which I didn't know this, 119 wins, 159 losses. So
Not too
0.4,
bad.
yeah, not well, maybe for the Phillies, 0.428 winning percentage, which, I mean, he didn't even know the guy was a manager back then. So 10-time All-Star, National League MVP in 84, 7-time Silver Slugger, home run leader in 1990 with 90, or I'm sorry, not 90, with 40, 9-time Golden Glove winner, and he had a 9.989 fielding percentage, which again, when he retired, was a major league record. So he's widely regarded as one of the better second basemen out there. He was only one of 6 players to have his number retired by the Cubs. Of course, was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2005. And at one point had 123 consecutive games without an error, which again at the time was a major league record. So he's got a lot of numbers. He's one of the most popular players, especially in recent memory, as a Chicago Cub. He's right up there to me with Ernie Banks, and I've seen, most of his playing career. So I was a huge Ryne Sandberg fan, and it's sad he'll be missed. And our heart and prayer goes out to his family, friends, and of course the whole baseball community, if I could talk correctly. But yeah, he had I guess one of his big claim to fame there with the Cubs. He helped the Cubs to their first playoff appearance in 39 years, which was in 1984. And of course, they didn't win. But I think that's one of the reasons the Cubs fans were so enamored with Sandberg, because he was just an all-around good player. The year he won his MVP, I think you pointed out, he only had 19 home runs, but he had a ton of triples.
Yeah, he had 19 triples as well and 36 doubles, 200 hits exactly.
Yeah, and good batting
And
average.
he led MLB in runs, WAR, and uh, triples as well.
Well, just 19 triples
Yeah,
and
that led.
home runs, 19 home runs. That's impressive. I remember when we had a Tiger do 20 wins or 20 doubles, 20 triples, 20 home runs, 20 steals in a season. The only other player at the time to do it was Willie Mays. So to get that power and speed,
Curtis Granderson.
yeah, Curtis Granderson. Thank you. I was trying to think of his name while I was talking, and it just wasn't coming to me. So thank you.
Love Curtis Granderson.
Oh, I did too. He was awesome, but yeah, I hated getting rid of him. But just think that power and speed combo. Plus, he was a member of he hit 20 home runs one season and had 50 stolen bases. So that's a lot of combo of speed and power. That's a 5-tool player, in my opinion, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't belting out 40 every season. He only did it in 1990, but he had a hell of a career. Didn't hit 300 home runs, but still, Hall of Famer, and I'm thinking well-deserved. I did see a post on Facebook, which I think we can comment on, or I'd like your opinion on it. Mark Grace had over 2,300 hits. Whitaker had over 2,000 hits. Oh, God, there was somebody else I can't remember now. I should have took a screenshot of it, but they got all these guys that had a lot of hits, aren't in the Hall of Fame. Oh, Don Mattingly was the other one. Mattingly's numbers.
Mattingly should be in the Hall of Fame.
Mattingly should definitely be in the Hall of Fame because I believe he only played 13 seasons, which stand corrected, 14 seasons from 82 to 95. So similar time, pretty much same time as Sandberg, but not in the Hall of Fame. He had called him Donnie Baseball. The guy had a hell of a career.
307 average.
20
22 home runs.
307
hits.
Yeah, so he had less hits, less home runs, but he also played in less seasons. Oh, and he was a manager too, so they got a lot of
Still
comparisons.
manager.
But his batting average was a lot higher than Sandberg's, and the guy's not in the Hall of Fame. And just out of just for the heck of it, Sandberg's got a .483 winning percentage. So his numbers are better for the shorter time playing. Home runs are down, but still, he played in a couple less seasons, and I think Donnie Baseball should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. But I think Whitaker should be. Goes back to what we say every single episode. It seems like that the Baseball Writers Association are a bunch of morons, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, in correction, he is not a manager currently. He is currently on the Blue Jays as a coach. He was the Marlins coach from 2016 to 2022, and he's now on the Jays as a coach.
On a happier note, much happier note, Deion Sanders just announced that he's cancer-free. Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's great.
Which, again, I seen a lot of his career, too, and I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan. And one of the few players that have a baseball career and a football career.
One of the greatest of all time. And his kid is currently what is he doing? Oh, he's a quarterback for the Browns, which I think it was Bill Burr that said there should be a TV show called "I Was a First Round Pick for the Browns," and just all of the people who were like super good, and then just how the Browns killed their career.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Hopefully, it doesn't happen to Shador, but I mean, they have a history, and they've been cursed ever since they let a rapist be their quarterback.
Yeah, it's not good. Well, and it's a good time to segue, I guess, into the couple Guardians players.
Oh, yeah, them cheating?
Well, allegedly. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess. Maybe.
Not in this system.
Well, maybe not, but they're on paid leave, so they're not technically suspended yet.
Which is weird.
Well, if it comes out that they actually did something wrong, then it's probably going to turn to a suspension or fines or both. Maybe banning from the game. Who knows? They banned Pete Rose for life.
Yeah, if they don't ban Clase and this Luis Ortiz guy, It is completely hypocritical for what they did to
Well, I
Pete
think
Rose and the way they treated
I
him.
think they will, but a big difference too, though. And when Pete Rose, when you got a guy of his caliber,
It also
all-time
wasn't
hits
legal when
leader,
Pete Rose did it.
yeah. Well,
But
all,
they also have to sign a contract saying that they won't bet, so they are breaking a legal contract. So
well, and they're not in the same ballpark yet, no pun intended, as Pete Rose was in his career. Pete Rose was a legend before all that happened.
according to the Guardians, Class A is better than Mo.
Yeah, that was just a stupid statement on their part.
Fucking
And then he
Austin
blew
Hedges.
Then he blew some horrible leads in the playoffs.
Yep, and then the guy
Against our
that said
Tigers.
it did not get a single hit in the entire playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, they still beat us, but screw them. Anyway,
Fuck the Guardians.
but they're not. I think when you got a player of Pete Rose's caliber, our opinion should be in the Hall of Fame. But regardless,
Yeah, and they banned him, so ban these guys. They're not
right? They
nearly as
banned him
good.
for life. But a guy like Pete Rose, and now today's day and age, if I think he'd have a little bit more leeway than Class A would, but Class A still, he's not even. I don't even know if he's in the middle of his career yet.
No, he hasn't been around that long.
Yeah, so he's a power pitcher. He's good, or he was at times.
Kerry Carpenter ruined that man.
Yeah, with a home run in the playoffs.
And Kerry Carpenter saved the Tigers season. I said on the last podcast the Tigers need a bat or Kerry Carpenter to come back. Kerry Carpenter comes back and they've won 4 of 5.
That is a good point. Makes you look pretty smart.
I'm the smartest person that you know.
I'm pretty smart.
Cap.
I know me.
Cap.
Okay, well.
Cap.
Anyway, but I guess that kind of puts a bow on the gambling thing. I don't have anything else to add unless you do, but
Fuck the Guardians.
yeah, I'm good with that. Hey, sports fans, if you're in the great state of Michigan and you're in need of roofing, siding, gutters, or insulation, there's only one place to call, and that place is Excel Home Improvement out of Romulus. With over 60 years in business, they are third-generation, family-owned, and veteran-operated. They manufacture their own gutters and trim, so they're able to keep costs low while providing superior quality with unmatched service. They cover all of southeastern Michigan, including as far north as Bay City, all the way down to Monroe, and from Lansing to Port Huron. So give them a call today. That's Excel Home Improvement, 734-941-2800. Yeah, so screw the Guardians. What do you say we get into some trade talks?
I don't really want to because the Tigers didn't do anything, but I guess I will. Firstly, the Pirates are trading Key Bryant Hayes to the Cincinnati Reds. He's one of the best defensive players in baseball and has 5 years of club control beyond this current season.
And the Mariners acquire Geno Suarez from Arizona Diamondbacks.
And in a blockbuster move, the Toronto Blue Jays acquire former Cy Young winner Shane Bieber from the Cleveland Guardians. Thank God. I do not like Shane Bieber being in our division. Thank you, Toronto, for making the Yankees and Red Sox and Rays have to deal with them.
And I'm sure you're not too impressed with this, but the Detroit Tigers acquire Kyle Finnegan from the Washington Nationals.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Kyle Finnegan. Horrible ERA.
4.38 ERA this year.
Yeah, even in the American League, I think that's, compared to some of the other guys we've got, that's just terrible.
Next, the Phillies are trading for Harrison Bader, and it looks like the Twins are completely gonna, empty house this year. And good, because they were close to being in the playoffs last year.
And the Yankees acquire closer David Bednar from Pittsburgh Pirates.
Next, the Royals have traded catcher Freddie Fermin to the San Diego Padres for right-handed pitcher Ryan Bedgert.
And the New York Mets acquire center fielder Cedric Mullins in a trade with Baltimore Orioles.
And in one of the craziest moves of the deadline, the Twins traded Carlos Correa, who they spent so much money on and they tried to build the team around. They just traded him back to the Houston Astros. So the Astros are just, I don't know, going to rebuild the super team. And I guess they're just going to be in the playoffs again because we can't go a year without the fucking Astros being in the playoffs.
And the Chicago Cubs are acquiring super utility man Willie Castro from the
Former
Minnesota
Tiger.
Twins. Yep, former Tiger.
Next, the Orioles are trading Ryan O'Hearn and outfielder Ramon Laureano to the San Diego Padres.
And the Boston Red Sox are acquiring right-hander Dustin May from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Dodgers need pitching, and they traded away one of their best young stars that they've been developing for I don't know how long, but it's been forever now, and it's just kind of crazy. And next, the Tigers are acquiring Dinosaur Charlie Morton.
Who?
Yeah, another one.
Who the hell is he?
He was
Sorry,
kind of a
Charlie.
journeyman. I mean,
Okay.
I don't even. He hasn't had one good year.
And what'd you say his ERA? It's over 5?
5.42.
In his 40s?
Yeah, he's 41.
Why? Why? I don't get that one, folks.
I mean, he's a two-time World Series champion. That's just something to be happy about,
Well,
I
his
guess.
team was, I guess. The team he was on did good.
He was a part of the Astros in 2017 that cheated. And then he was a part of the Braves in 2023 that won the year Hank Aaron passed away.
Oh, okay. Well, in other news, the Kansas City Royals acquired outfielder Mike Yastrzemski from the San Francisco Giants.
That's dumb. I don't know why they did that. I don't like that move at all.
Yaz Jr.
Yeah. And just to put a little bow on all his stuff, the day after the trade deadline, the Yankees released pitcher Marcus Stroman. And, I mean, about time. I mean, he hasn't really done anything for them. He hasn't really been even on the team. I don't know. I like him, but, he hasn't really done anything for them.
And keeping with the Yankees, you want to talk a little bit about how bad they suck lately?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your team.
Anthony Volpe, 16 errors on the season, the most in MLB.
Wow.
But he's also leading in home runs since the All-Star break. So, yin yang.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and you had brought up their record over the last 10 games was not very impressive either.
Yeah, 4-6, and then they're
Where are they for the season?
they're 60-51, so they're
Still winning, but
let's see their division. They're holy shit, they're third in the division. They're 4.5 games out because the Blue Jays are killing it. Blue Jays are tied with the Tigers record 65-47.
yeah. So Yankees are in a tougher division too. I mean, Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers don't have any competition because all of their people have either traded or gotten suspended for gambling.
Yep.
I mean, they've had just some crazy blunders. I mean, Jazz gets doubled off in a very stupid play at first base today. The base running errors have been so numerous. It's kind of crazy. It's really weird going from watching the Tigers, who are usually very sound in base running, to then going to watch the Yankees, and it's just like children playing with the grown-ups, and they're just not doing anything properly. It's literally insane, and it reminds me of Mookie Betts when one of his teammates was on his On Base podcast, and he was talking shit about the Yankees and said that their literal scouting report in the World Series was let them play Yankee baseball. They're going to make a bunch of mistakes, and you're going to be able to capitalize, and they did. And, I mean, nothing has changed. I mean, they get rid of Juan Soto, bringing in a bunch of these veterans, and nothing has fundamentally changed. They're still doing the same things over and over again. And I mean, with Garrett Cole going down and them not having Luis Heel,
And Judge.
well, yeah, and Judge too. I forgot about that. Him being on the IL right now, but just specifically those two pitchers being out for the majority of the season, not playing at all so far. Cole being out with Tommy John being out for the whole year. Then Clark Schmidt going down with Tommy John as well. Heel is coming back. He's recovering from his injury, so he'll be back this year. But I mean, they're two of their like four best pitchers are out for the year. One's been out for the entire year so far. I mean, the Yankees are kind of going through it right now. And their offense just is terrible. Their pitching is where it's at. They spent so much money on pitching, and all of them are injured. And it's just kind of crazy seeing them go through it.
Well, I think that kind of puts a bow on it for baseball. There's not a lot of, there's not a whole lot going on anywhere else other than.
Oh, one last thing. Bryce Harper got nose to nose with Rob Manfred, the commissioner of baseball, and and told him to get the fuck out of the locker room.
Gotta love that.
Which, yeah, and that was specifically because I have the thing right here. Jeff Paston's tweet. Philadelphia Phillies star Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred during a meeting last week and told him, get the fuck out of our clubhouse if he wanted to talk about a salary cap, sources told ESPN. That is awesome. This is why I love Bryce Harper.
Who hasn't wanted to tell their boss off every once in a while? So good for him, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I love that.
It's not like he's going to fire him. So, well, and anyway, getting back to us wrapping this up, unless you got anything else to add on baseball.
Nope, that's it.
Okay, well, let me continue my wrap up then. So we're putting a bow on that, and I guess the only other thing, we've got football coming up in about a month, and Detroit Lions were the first to play. What'd you think of them?
We got a Dan Campbell meme out of the game. That's all I can say about it. They did not play particularly well, but I mean,
and luckily they don't have to in the preseason. But yeah,
so,
I am excited about this team though, because we had a hell of a run last year. If it wasn't for the injuries,
I am a little scared because we do have a new offensive coordinator, and you never know how
you might not gel with the team.
Well, exactly, and you don't know if it's going to.
He could be an ass.
Well, not even that. You just don't know if it's going to work in an NFL style defense or against an NFL style defense. Like on paper, it could work, but you don't know how it's going to work until it's run real time in a game. And if they don't have the chemistry, it's going to be bad, because that's what you need on a football field.
Well, let's be positive. I think we still got a hell of a team there, so hopefully everything gels.
I'm just hoping that.
Well, hopefully everyone gels together, it works, and everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
That was tragic last year. All the bodies we had. Good God.
We had like 24.
We had a whole team
out,
basically.
Literally offense, defense numbers. They had over 22 people out last year.
Hard to win that way, even though they put up some records last year, and they had, God. Yeah, it was just a heartbreaking season, at least for Detroit fans. So,
I mean, Jared Goff got a concussion the last game of the season.
Yep.
And it wasn't called for
those horrible calls
the
on
passer
that.
or unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, it was terrible officiating, I think.
Well, that's just the NFL in general. They've always had that. They had to implement a ball tracking system because they screwed Josh Allen out of a Super Bowl berth last year.
Wow. Well, and I think that about does it for us, folks. But we do have a quick question. We wanted to see, what is your very favorite sports movie of all time? I mean, and maybe we should classify it, because there's football movies, which, God, you got Gridiron Gang, which is one of my all-time favorites.
I love that movie.
And actually, the longest yard is for comedy. We've got Rudy the Blind Side for hockey. Um, Actually, I don't really have a favorite hockey. I mean, I think Mighty Ducks is
Mighty Ducks
the
is
only thing that
good.
comes to mind. Is
I mean, Happy Gilmore is sort of hockey. He
well,
was
Happy
hockey
Gilmore for
before.
golf is my all-time favorite, but that's comedy too. I guess if
He was hockey as well. He started
he
out as a
was
hockey guy.
boxing, hands down, is Rocky. I think my
Oh,
all-time favorite.
Rocky's
Creed is really
great.
good too.
Yeah, I love Creed
Um,
as well.
but God, there's Dodgeball is probably
Great movie.
the best dodgeball sports movie.
Moneyball,
Moneyball for baseball, and God, there's so many good baseball. One of my favorites,
Sandlot, Field of
61.
Dreams, 61,
And see, so I guess
42.
yeah, I guess we can just do what is your favorite sports movie of all time. But if you really want to get specific,
Yeah,
I
you can
guess
do individual sports. Just
yeah.
any movie.
But then there's comedy, drama. There's
Yeah, you can go in depth.
and Moneyball kind of had some comedy in it, but it was mainly a serious movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was it Jonah Hill in it?
Yeah,
No,
Jonah
no,
Hill was in
yeah.
it. Brad Pitt.
It's an awesome movie. It's one of the best I've seen in a long time. But I
Yeah.
think my all-time favorite, I think only because I wasn't around for the 1961 home run chase, but they tie it in with the 1998 Sosa and McGuire,
Mhm.
and it was just such an
Yep.
awesome movie. And it told a story. It was really, really good.
Yeah,
It
they
was
used
my
the
favorite
actual
for a while.
footage from
You gotta love that.
McGuire breaking the record
And God,
and Maris's wife specifically being at the game.
Yep.
They
and
used that footage. It was awesome.
and not only that, the people that played Maris and Mantle look like Maris and Mantle. Barry
Identical.
Pepper was amazing in that movie. To me, the guy should have won an Emmy, but I'm a huge baseball fan.
I love Barry Pepper in every single
I
thing
do
he's
too.
in. He's
Green
in a bunch
Mile.
of war movies. He's in the
He's in
Green, Mile. He's
Um,
in so many things. He's been an amazing actor.
and I haven't
It's
seen
very
him
good.
lately in anything, but I haven't really followed his career. But everything I've seen him in, I've loved him in too. Awesome actor. But if you haven't seen The Green Mile,
That's a great movie as well.
you need to. Tom Hanks, all-star cast, I think. Oh God, John Coffey was it Michael Clark Duncan?
Can't remember.
I believe that's his name. He passed away anyway, the guy that played that character. But anyway, we're getting off topic there. But so many good baseball movies. Pride of the Yankees. It's black and white, but it was still a
From
damn good movie.
1942.
Oh, The Babe.
The Babe.
The Babe growing up, it was my all-time favorite because I was a huge Babe Ruth fan until I seen 61. But even Jackie Robinson's story was awesome. 42, like you said. Yeah, so we'll post it on Facebook, but let us know your favorites. And there's really no rhyme or reason. Just let us know what your all-time favorite movie is. Doesn't matter if it's comedy, drama. Let us know what you think and why. And, hit the like button, subscribe. Let us know. Let us feel the love.
And here's the random clip of the week.